after being featured prominently in 6 of the 10 episodes in the Kardashians' first season on Hulu. Scott Disick made his Season 2 debut in this week's 4th episode. The 39-year-old father of Kourtney Kardashian's 3 children was featured briefly in the new episode. "We're built for this," though he wasn't with Kourtney. Disick was featured in a brief scene with Kendall Jenner, which comes months after Kourtney essentially calling out her own show for having her toxic ex stealing her fairy tale moment with Travis Barker last season. Earlier in the episode, the 26-year-old Kendall met with her close friend Kourtney, as they were discussing a new venture where they flip houses together. They were seen checking out one house but agreed they needed to start with something smaller, which led Jenner to pay Disick a visit. Disick has been flipping houses since 2015, which ultimately led to his own short-lived spin-off dubbed Flip It Like Disick, which aired for one 8-episode season in 2019. Scott has been flipping homes for some years, so I thought why not ask someone who's been doing this and learn about the name of the game a little bit, Kendall says in confession. Kendall tells him, "I more so want to flip, I don't want to start from scratch right now," as Scott says, "So you want to refurb." The best line I could say? Grossest looking house in the best area. Right, exactly, that's exactly what the baseline is, Kendall says. Scott adds, "Here's the only thing, got to remember you've got to be your own general contractor instead of letting somebody sub out everything and then tell you he did everything. You could also pay to have a foreman, and it's well worth it. So Terry's weird little areas. But the fact that you love it is huge. When I redid my current house 4 years ago, I remember me and my mom talking and she was like, 'Kendall, I see a sparkle in your eye, like I feel like this is what you want to do,' and I was like, yeah. Just doesn't make sense right now," Kendall tells Scott. Obviously it's going to come with challenges, as homes and building usually does. But I still want to do it. My top priority right now is the businesswoman side of me. I feel very empowered by it. We'll see if we can find the right project. But it brings me joy, so I'm excited more than anything, Kendall says in confession. Disick's appearance comes months after his ex Kourtney complained that Disick's storyline was overshadowing her engagement to Travis Barker. "While shooting our show, we are all executive producers, so we get to see cuts of the show and give notes on episodes and make sure that our stories are being told. I am in one of the best places that I've ever been in my life, and it's time for our show to catch up," she said in a confession in an episode that aired in June. "It's enabling this old narrative and buying into something that just doesn't really exist. It should be an empowering episode about me getting out of toxic relationships and really having this, like, fairy tale love story that is my reality," she added.